All right, live. Before I really get into the subjects, gonna do two things. Check to see if my voice is chipmunked. Going to do that right now. So if you're starting this video and you get my voice messed up, check to see if my voice is all right. That's not messed up, so that's good. All right, go ahead. Take the rest of this stuff off. All right. Second thing, I have to do this. I'm apologizing to TechRev. Probably not going. Not probably. Definitely not going to be able to get around to doing the impact review tonight. Probably have pushed that back to either Saturday or Sunday because definitely want to squeeze in a lot of things with that. I want to squeeze in the Mae Young Classic and what was the other? Oh yeah, Ring of Honor. So I got to catch up on the Mae Young up until whatever time we do it. Make sure everything like that. And let me see. Make sure I got enough juice. All right, got enough juice to keep my throat fully moisturized or whatever. So how's it going, people? A lot's been going on, and realistically, this video I'm doing, I only want to do the part about socialism, but due to the Alex Jones news, I just had to comment on it because, look, if you don't know, Alex Jones, he got banned from a lot of platforms because, look, he's a liar. He spews hate speech, slander. He does things without sources, and when he does have a source, it's often like twisted. I'll give you an example. An Alex Jones story. He said, "Oh God, I can't. I'm not even gonna try to do the Alex before. They're turning the government. They're turning these frauds gay." Now, that it just stands out. You're like, okay, government turning frauds gay. But if you use the internet and you research, hey, Alex Jones, gay fraud, what's going on with that? Well, it leads you to a story to where the government is using chemicals that, when they're in the water, they get put into the water. I think it's something else, but the chemicals either from like some kind of fat or whatever. Anyway, so the chemicals go into the water, and it changes the genetic makeup of frogs or tadpoles. It changes them from either male to female or vice versa. It doesn't change them gay because once you turn male or female, it means you either lose or gain a genitalia, so to speak. So the frogs aren't turning gay, they're changing genders due to chemical makeup and things that have been put in the water by the government. Now, these things these chemicals are only affecting the frogs. Now, why would he say, oh, they're turning the frogs gay? Because Alex Jones has a niche fringe audience that, for one, hates gay people for the most part. So when they hear things like, oh, the government's putting stuff in water that's turning frogs gay, with their simple mindset, they think, hey, the government might be trying to turn me gay with chemicals in the water. No. That just sounds implausible. And look, Alex Jones, when I heard this and I saw Alex Jones getting taken off the play, I was thinking, it's about time. This guy does a lot of horrible things, says a lot of horrible stuff, has, like I said, nothing to back up anything he says. I would think, right-wingers, Republicans would be like, okay, yeah, that guy, he does awful things or whatever. Of course, he supports the Republican Party now, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, with the party of common sense and everything like that, we just don't pull stories out of our ass. Wrong. You see a lot of right-wing Republicans on YouTube crying about this. And when I saw this, I saw a lot of Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, ABLs, Tommy Sotomayor. I saw a lot of these right-wingers crying about it. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a reason why right wingers are upset about this. There's got to be some kind of reason why they're upset about them getting removed, Jones getting removed from all these platforms, when realistically, most of their content, although it's in the same right-wing bubble, it differs. Jones is in the wave fringe, and some of them are, in various places. So, after doing a couple of days of, thinking and research, I just happened to come across this Vox video. This Vox video where I know what you're gonna say. Shh, quiet. Vox a lot more reliable than a lot of right-wing outlets. So they were talking to these right-wing people and whatever, and an interesting statement came up. YouTube, they put ads on video, obviously, and most of the time when they put ads on videos, they don't know who the hell like the ads going to, whatever. But during like these past couple of years and months, advertisers, they've been looking at the video saying, okay, look, we probably don't want to put this family ad on the guy who's talking about Muslim genocide. We probably don't want to do that. So a lot of advertisers are pulling away from these right-wing nut jobs. And then it gets deeper. The FCC doesn't control YouTube, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason why a lot of these YouTubers don't want, are afraid that Jones got eliminated, because they know the net. And here's the interesting thing. The FCC, they regulate news networks like Fox and CNN, but they don't regulate YouTube. So all the people that cry about CNN being fake news, the FCC has a law, and the FCC is run by a guy that's under the Trump umbrella. In fact, Trump put him in there. So here's the interesting thing. The FCC has this law saying that news outlets have to provide sources, state facts, no slander, blah, blah, blah. So the YouTubers, they know they do a lot of slander, false reporting, misinformation, all the above. And they can do this on YouTube because YouTube isn't regulated by the FCC, which is funny because a lot of them say, hey, CNN is fake news, but CNN has their broadcast license and they haven't violated the FCC guidelines. And you could say, oh, well, it's just because, they're in the, they're in the, they're under the control. The FCC is helping them, but the FCC is a guy that a complete Trump bootlegger. So obviously, if they had been violated one time, the Trump bootlegger would have revoked CNN's broadcast license. So that doesn't even make any sense when you scream fake news. It makes you look fucking stupid. So back into the YouTubers. With YouTube holding such low standards of entry to people where they can basically say anything without, Muslims are raping babies and black people are just going to the streets shooting guns for no reason. You can say that because YouTube allows you to, because it isn't regulated. But what's happening is, because of advertisers, YouTube has to say, okay, well, these nut jobs over here, we're going to take care of them. Alex Jones, fuck out of here. You're messing up our money. Fuck out of here. And the right wingers, they know. They can't get the story that they can't put out the stories that they would want to. Stories like, what's one? Black people, they contribute to all of the handgun violence in America. Okay, that's a false story. We're gonna take that one down, take your ad money, and probably hit you with a manhunt for fucking lying. Or just ABL. These ranchers, they're patriots. They started a fire, but it's because the FBI was angry too. Bro. Take your ass off. Fuck out of here for lying. So that's why a lot of right wingers are scared. They know once YouTube gets a hold of the reins and advertisers tying up, they're gonna start being more truthful. They're gonna start telling real stories with both sides statistics. You still give your opinion, but you can't misconstrue a story to make it feel like it's more leaning in the right wing. You kind of feel what I'm saying? So that's why right wingers are upset about Alex Jones. They know either they have to adjust or they have to find another platform. And I saw like Razor video, a lot of right wingers are going to like blah blah blah, whatever. No, bro. Look, unless we hate YouTube and everything like that, nothing in the foreseeable future is tackling this giant that qubit shit. A lot of right wingers going over there. No, look, that's gonna be like a 4chan type of YouTube. Nobody wants that shit. That shit's trash, dog. So I think that pretty much covers the Alex Jones stuff, man. Because look, I don't agree with Alex Jones because for one, he's a fraud. And let me take a sip of the juice. He's a fraud, man. And I'm surprised that right wingers in particular are following this guy. And the fact that he's attached himself to the right-wing party shows how big of a fraud he even is. First of all, the reason he's attached to the right-wing party is because before Trump became president, he came on his show while he was campaigning. Oh, yeah, you're like a good guy. He fed him the story about Ted Cruz's father helping the guy who assassinated JFK, and Trump said that and everything like that. So it helped Jones spread his propaganda. The problem with that is, for years, Alex Jones has been against the government and the deep state and all this and all that. But once a guy who's running for president and wins, now all of a sudden, oh, I support the government because it's run by Republicans. Oh, yeah, that story about the VA being run by Mar-a-Lago guys, basically, that's the deep state. I'm not going to report that because I'm a fucking fraud. Then, if you haven't also heard, the guy, basically, he said, like, he had like this child support battle or child custody battle. Basically, he said, look, I'm just playing a character. I'm just playing. Look, they're going to take away my kids and my wife's going to get all my money. I'm just playing a character. Come on, man. Don't take away my kids. Don't take my money. I'm just playing a character. Don't, man. That should have been the end of it. But fast forward to now with the Sandy Hook stuff and the parents and everything. His lawyers say, look, no reasonable person. And this is a quote from him. No reasonable person should take Alex Jones serious. What more proof do you need that the guy's a fraud? But then again, most right-wingers, most on YouTube are frauds. An example, you follow me on Twitter link somewhere in the bio, or I have it, me and this guy Smoker Dog, we debate every day on Twitter or whatever. It's just whatever. He retweets Charlie Kirk. You know who Charlie Kirk is? He's a disgusting human being who spews lies, hate speech, and runs this turning point thing that is racist in nature. So anyway, he retweets this thing from Charlie Kirk, and it says, "Oh, a guy got a legal immigrant rapes a child. Not what was it? He is look at the mayor of Philadelphia dancing after son with." Let me go to the original tweet because. All right, hold on, sorry about this. Gotta find this. All right, I gotta go to this asshole Charlie Kirk shit. Okay, yeah, okay. Here it is. This is what Charlie Kirk tweeted. An illegal immigrant raped a child in Philadelphia. after the city refused to comply with an ICE detainer and released him back into the city. This is a video. This is a video of the mayor dancing and celebrating, making Philadelphia a sanctuary city, which allowed the animal to raise its child. Now, reading that, you would think, oh, yeah, this happened, this crime, it happened like today or like right after the mayor did this, right after the mayor danced. You have a brain, and you have Google and the internet, and you research for yourself. First of all, the illegal alien, he came here in 2009. In 2009, they called him, and the feds, not ICE, the feds, they want the guy. They were like, hey, give him to us. Give him. He's charged with some crimes or whatever. We want him. Give him to us. The mayor, which is a different mayor, Michael Nutter, in 2014, he said, nah, bro, we're just going to send him back to his own country. Fuck him. He comes back in 2014, rapes a kid, horrible crime, horrible. The guy sucks. He's a horrible human being. Rapes a kid, gets caught, is in jail now. Not tomorrow, not in 2018. Now. He got arrested in 2014 and is in jail now. Still in jail. The mayor, current day, he won a Supreme Court case against Trump's immigration ban. And he's celebrating beating Trump's illegal immigration ban. So that's a lie. Charlie Kirk, complete horrible human being, liar. And he's trying to link a story from 2014 to a dance celebration of a Supreme Court ruling saying, hey, that's bad, it's against principle, whatever. You can't link these two stories. It sounds fucking, oh, hey, there was a crime committed in 2014 under this guy, and you're dancing and celebrating the victory of the Supreme Court. You sound fucking stupid trying to link these. Oh, it's because he's celebrating a good cause. No. First of all, let's just say even if the guy had been charged over to the feds and okay, he did his time, he got released back to his country, he comes back, still raised a kid. Who's it on? Who the point of the story? The guy's a horrible piece of shit for raping a kid. Second, you can't link two things. 4 year different, and the justice has been fucking served. And like I said, this is the Republican right-wing mantra on YouTube. Find a story or make one up, and then if you do like find a story, you only tell one side of the fucking story, and then you try to pull in elements from bullshit sources to make your side look good. That's why right-wingers are scared. They know, like I said, they know. Once these like sites like Twitter, Facebook, and everything like that, they start cracking down and saying, okay, okay, you want to be a news source? You gotta provide real. You can't put bullshit up here on this site. You gotta provide factual information, and you can't do slander. See, if YouTube does this, I guarantee a lot of these right-wing people, they're going to fall in line and their views are going to drastically drop off because they can't do the shock stuff. Oh, Mexican immigrants are raping kids and whatever. No. Okay, they're raping kids. Prove. Well, you know, I heard it from the Delhi. Fuck out of here. That's basically what it's going to be. So, I think I can move on to socialism. So, let me take the time to relax or whatever. And oh yeah, Mr. Biggs. The right wing hypocrites are crying major YouTube tears when they were saying infrared players should be fired. They protesting that now. I don't feel sorry for that retarded hate monger. Anthony Bryan, look, major league coon along with Owens and yeah, ABL is a boot leaking set. Bro, ABL, this is how you know the guy is a fraud. He did this video with Show Media. I don't know if you follow him or whatever. So Show Media completely clowned him on like a 15-minute debate with a lot of people, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do a real debate?" And ABL was like, "Oh, well, time, whatever." Never did it. He did one with Robert Perkins. I don't know if you remember him. I don't know if he did still a YouTube video. Robert Perkins killed this dude. Like everything. Like the guy is a complete fraud. Just tells lies. Like every time you hear like a right winger video, you go like, "Oh, let me look that up for myself." Oh, it was a lie. Okay. Yeah, bro. Alex Jones, like I said, Alex Jones. It amazes me that people take this guy seriously. Oh, they're taking my kids. They're taking my kids and my money. Oh, I'm just an actor. I don't really mean what I say. But when you get back in the camera, it's the deep state. Fuck out of here. Bro, a white nationalist, bro. Like, I don't even understand how these people he's verified on Twitter. Like, it's like the people on Twitter, although they're cracking down, not really, because they still haven't banned Jones. Like, you can look at this guy's tweets. Why would you verify an asshole like that? It makes no sense. Okay, let me get back to the second point because I got some pussy to fuck. Just being real with you. All right, so if you don't know, there's this Democrat named Alicia. I can't pronounce her name, but she's the most popular. Like, basically, she's like a young Bernie Sanders with the Democrat socialism, and it has right wingers in a fucking panic because, for one, she's a young. I'm not gonna say attractive, even though she is attractive. I'm gonna leave that out. She's a young, smart woman who's pushing socialism. And, Bernie Sanders, he's pushing it to Democrat socialism. But Bernie's old and, he has his niche and whatever. He could become president, but his time's drawing to a close. So with Alexandria, she's young. She has if she wins and gets a seat, people know she's going to be around for a long time. So they're trying to derail her before she even gets in there. And the reason they're doing this is because they know socialism is very popular. Even though a lot of people say they don't like socialism, they still participate in socialism right now. And they support it. They support police, highways, a lot of things that socialism is, they support, but because they're brainwashed, they hate socialism, or they are made to think about hating socialism. So one of the examples people give is, oh, socialism, it doesn't work because Venezuela, but they leave out successful socialism countries like Sweden, Norway, I think Japan. I'm not sure, Japan or whatever. Okay, let me go to my Google. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. Successful. Oh, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark. Okay, also the countries never brought up by the right wing when it comes to socialism or whatever. So like I said, the main thing that they point out is, oh, socialism, it can't work because Venezuela. So you have to do research for yourself. Why is socialism failing in Venezuela? And let's look that up. Okay, why is it failing in Venezuela? Fading. I gotta go to, okay. I'll say New York Times. Might go back to the Hill, but okay, let's read. It's difficult to say whether read this right here. Cuba pay price. All right, Venezuela for a party vote on this. Cuba, over. Hold up. Cuba intelligence backing. Okay. Barely months from Castro era to down. Face versus the fall of tourism and the tough line on Cuba adopted by the inspiration. Okay, why are they talking about Cuba? Okay. After this push from this type Canada stop growing. Okay. Whereas this to the third source is no longer able to suss the way it did before. Reports were in Houston last night. Stay on off one. All right. Or so that or shows that no longer has the capacity. The country's law. All right. So basically, socialism is failing in Venezuela, and this is what they don't tell you. It's failing because of sanctions America put on Cuba. Cuba helps Venezuela with certain things, and because of the sanctions or whatever, Venezuela isn't making money. Most of their income basically comes from Cuba or trade relations or whatever from Cuba. They're cut off. Hence, Venezuela can't make money and provide socialism with jobs or whatever. So anytime you hear somebody say, oh, it's because socialism can't work because of Venezuela, you can basically pull these talking points or just there was Google. You can just use Google to find out why the socialism is failing, and it's deeper than just socialism doesn't work. There are other factors to why socialism isn't working in that particular in Venezuela. So it's deeper than that. Obviously, conservatives aren't going to tell you that because most of them are liars. Let's be honest. So let's talk about socialism. What is socialism? Socialism, I'm looking at the definition right now. Socialism is a range of economic and social system characterized by socialist ownership and workers of self-management of means of production, as well as. So basically, what it is, we all work as a single unit, and the government is ran by the people. Meaning, we all work, we all pay, well, let's say taxes, and it goes into things like healthcare, blah, 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 blah. But the government is ran by the people. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, socialism, we don't need that because the government is already ran by the people. And that's why I got to stop you here. The government is run by people controlled by corporations through dark money and whatever. What socialism would do is say, hey, you taking corporate money and voting for that corporation, stop it. You're out of here. You got to get people here that only want to work on the government salary. So, of course, Republicans don't want that because they're greedy, corrupt pieces of trash that make my fucking blood boil. Anyway, but that's not what Bernie or Alexandra is pushing for. what they're pushing for is democratic socialism. Now, democratic socialism is different from socialism. Democratic socialism is a political philosophy that advocates political democracy alongside socialist social ownership of the means of production, with an emphasis on self-management and democratic management. Democratic management of economic institutions with a market socialism. So basically, it's socialism, but it, you know, really incorporates democracy, votes not being swayed by corporations and everything like that. Obviously, like I said, no PAC money for whatever, no big donations. Again, something Republicans are afraid of because they don't. They love that corporate dark money. So I kind of want to stop right there because I can't say the truth. I can't really go too deep into it because I don't have a far vast knowledge. I can just give you definitions and my opinion on why the right is scared. They can say, oh, they can't pay for certain socialist programs, but they can pay for wars and give billionaires tax cuts, but they can't pay for health care. Interesting. That's always funny. Speaking of healthcare, I'm gonna leave you guys with a special story. So, Republicans still have Obamacare. Did you know that they still have Obamacare and everything like that? So, Trump, he said that, hey, I'm going to repeal Obamacare and put in a better healthcare system. He has not. And he hasn't taken away Obamacare. What he has done is basically taken away the mandate to where, you know, you have to pay this in order to get Obamacare every year and taxes or whatever. So he's taking it away, and he said he's crippled Obamacare. You can still sign up for Obamacare. The funny part is you run into a lot of. I'm trying to make a point, and you just jumped in my lab trying to get all the camera time, P. Diddy stuff. What do you got to say for yourself, bro? Yeah, glory all. And get out. Get out my face. Get out my face. So the reason I lost my train of thought. Thanks a lot, bro. Oh yeah, the healthcare thing. So you ask a lot of Republicans how they feel about Obamacare. They're like, oh, I hate Obamacare. I have to pay mandatory minimum. Blah, 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 blah. Then you ask them, okay, do you have health care now? Their answer is positively no. Then you ask them, well, why don't you? I thought healthcare was supposed to be, you know, less expensive and all that. Well, you know, the premium is too high. And they won't consider because of pre-existing conditions. What? You voted for a guy that lied to you about healthcare and everything like that, and did they put this thing in there this thing into healthcare to where, hey, now health companies can stop you from getting coverage because of pre-existing conditions, but you had a plan where you could get healthcare even with bro. I just like when I hear a story like that in real life, I literally laugh in these people's faces. What do you have healthcare now? Well, I can't afford it. They want I got healthcare. You don't, asshole. I got Obamacare. You don't. You oh, what's your premium? What's your copay? $200. Man, $20. Obamacare. That's why you got. That's why I say Republicans are fucking stupid. They will spite their nose off. They will cut their nose off to spite their face. Basically, this is why they held Obamacare. Black people and Latino people were. Now, I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all Republicans, but most of them, the majority, they held Obamacare. First of all, it was implemented by a black guy who took it from a Republican source, which kind of weird, but still, healthcare for black people and Latino people. Oh no, we can't have that. Look, I had Obamacare. I've never had healthcare, and neither were these niggers. Yeah, these niggers can't have no healthcare. So that's just an opinion, man. But it could be, in fact, if you look it up, why most people hate Obamacare. Obama was black. It allowed a lot of people to get healthcare that didn't have healthcare. Poor whites use Obamacare, but they hate it for some reason. Kind of adds up. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. It's almost like 10 o'clock. And yeah, man. I'll catch you guys later. And to Tech Rev, you watch this, man. I'll hit you up on Facebook, but probably Saturday or Sunday, because I think we're going to turn the wrestling show, the wrestling review thing, into Impact and ROH and whatever the big news of the week is. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. And Twitter link in the description whenever this video loads up, because I didn't put it in the first time. And Facebook. You don't really have to sign up my Facebook or follow me on Facebook, because I'm barely there. I come in for like a couple seconds. Oh, that's whatever. Back to Twitter. Twitter's just way better than Facebook. Let's be honest, bro. Let's just be honest. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Last thing, anytime a Republican says something or retweets it, use Google to check it out, because 9 times out of 9, they're lying.